YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Seam Sex, aka Seam on the bean, never before fucking seen. And we back with another reaction video. This is an NBA joint. This is my first time doing this. Let me know if y'all rocking with it. We got Victor, Wet Bananas could change NBA history. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they talking about. I really think Wemby, on some real shit, I really think Wemby could really fuck the league up, bro. If I said this at work, bro. If Wemby played 40 minutes a game the whole season, bro, he would have had Bam 83, bro. No bet. Bro, this nigga had 40 points damn near by the middle of the third quarter and then come out because they cooking niggas, bro. I think nigga had 40 and 15 in like 30 minutes. Like, bro, if he played 40 or 45 minutes, bro, Wemby could do some crazy shit, bro. But playoffs coming, Wemby definitely going to be playing at least 30, 35 minutes a game. So we'll see what happens, but he could definitely change history. But let's see what bro talking about. A little 9-minute video, ain't nothing too crazy. Fuck Shay.
What if I told you the player with the most pressure in these NBA playoffs isn't Nikola Jokic, or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or Anthony Edwards? It might be Victor Wembanyama. Because despite only being 22 years old, despite entering his first playoffs, Wemby has a different kind of pressure to everyone else. He doesn't just have the pressure to win, he has the pressure of becoming the greatest player of all time. And when you're chasing that kind of legacy, every season matters. And Wemby has a chance to do something very important in these playoffs. Not just win a championship, but he could prove he is the best player in the NBA at just 22 years old. He could become the second youngest finals MVP winner ever, which, by the way, 3 of the 5 youngest are Spurs players. Just saying, and he could start his GOAT trajectory. And if it sounds like I'm putting too much pressure on him or being ridiculous, firstly, Wemby doesn't watch these videos, so it doesn't matter. And if he does, hey Wemby. But secondly, no one has higher expectations of Victor Wembanyama than Victor Wembanyama himself.
I believe I'm the most impactful player.
That's why I fuck with Wemby. This a bad joint to pause it, bro. Like, man, fuck y'all. But listen, I fuck with Wemby game, bro. Mind you, he the biggest nigga on the court 90% of the time. Bro, this nigga play like a guard, bro. And then he wanna cook niggas, like he wanna beat people, like he wanna win, bro. Like, niggas get in the NBA and start bullshitting, bro, start being ass out of nowhere. Wemby actually want to win, bro. And the Spurs, they got a good-ass team. They can really cook shit, bro. I said this again. I said, bro, if the Lakers somehow lose in the first or the second round, we don't make it to the Western Conference Finals, I'm rooting for the Spurs, bro. I'd rather see Wemby win than Shai, bro. Fuck Shai. I hate that nigga. I hope you see this too. Shai, fuck you if you ever see this, nigga. Why are y'all so good as a team, bro? Fuck y'all. I wish Kevin Durant never won before y'all niggas.
Defensively in the league, we almost swept OKC in the season, and we dominated them. My third argument would be that offense impact is not just points.
Facts. Facts. Wemby's not shying away from this. He just told you right there. He believes he's the MVP. He believes he's the most impactful player. He dominated OKC, the other MVP favorite and the best team in the NBA. Wemby is not shying away from these expectations, so we don't have to either. And let's just be honest for a second. This is the most freakish athlete, I would almost say in human history, but at least in NBA history. He is the most talented player, the most hyped prospect ever.
Greeny, Victor Wembanyama is the singular greatest prospect in NBA draft history.
So naturally, the expectations are going to be different to any kind of expectations we have seen before. And you know what? Wemby is ready for those expectations. Because just the fact we are even talking about the Spurs as a championship contender should tell you how great Victor Wembanyama is. There is a reason people had him as their MVP, because the Spurs just won 62 games this season. They went 50-14 with Wemby in the lineup, a better win percentage than the OKC Thunder had. He's already the best defensive player we have seen since Kevin Garnett. He just averaged 25, 11.5, and 3 a game. And it's not just his individual numbers. Over the last 30 games of the season,
Okay, this is my thing. Wemby, you 7'4". Jokic is 6'11". How the fuck did you not be the rebounding leader of the season, bro? What the fuck? How you average 11 rebounds? That nigga averaged 12.9. Like, all right, Wemby. Like, I get it, but nigga, you gotta really cement your dominance here. You gotta be leading and at least you gotta be leading rebounds and blocks every year, game. There's no reason Jokic is grabbing more rebounds than you a game. You're 5 inches taller than this nigga.
Take a guess at
And he already 6'11", mind you.
how many times the Spurs were outscored when Wemby was on the floor. Once. In the last 30 games of the season, the Spurs went 28-2 and were outscored once in Wemby's minutes. This is not just a good young team. You could make the argument over the last half of the season, this was the best team in the NBA, and you could also make the argument Victor Wembanyama is the best player in the NBA. There's just one thing he's missing: a championship trophy. But before we talk more about that, I want to thank today's sponsor, Fanatics Live. I know a lot of you guys watching aren't just NBA fans, but NFL or even MLB fans. And with Fanatics Live, you have a 24-hour live streaming app where you can get that live, gets shipped by Jelly. And this is without having to buy or scan. Over the course of NBA history, that is generally true. But you know what people didn't expect? They didn't expect the Spurs to win 62 games this season. In fact, their over-under was 40. They didn't expect Dylan Harper to be so impactful as a rookie, or Stephon Castle to look like an all-star in his second year, Carter Bryant to turn into a major impact player in his first season. Well, actually, one of us kinda did expect that. But we have to understand, you can't use historical precedent when talking about a team led by Victor Wembanyama, because we have no historical precedent for what he is capable of doing. Who else in NBA history has done things like this, where he's initially guarding LaMelo off the Diabate screen? LaMelo finds Musa, and just look at the length of Wemby, with Diabate trying to spin and just getting swatted before getting the ball back, and Wemby's there again. And these are the plays that show up on the stat sheet, but it is the possession after possession where players are literally scared of going into the paint because of what could happen when you do it. There are so many little details that contribute to the Spurs having one of the best defenses in the league, and contribute to them having a 106.8 defensive rating when Wemby is on the floor, which, by the way, would be the best defensive rating by a team in over 5 years. It goes beyond just the block shots. Wemby is a defensive web unlike anything we have seen ever. And when it comes to the playoffs, when the game slows down, it becomes more about defense. What are teams supposed to do when the easiest form of offense is entirely cut out of the game because of that demigod standing in the paint? This is why the Spurs are a legit title contender. And then offensively, Wemby is only getting better and better. The Victor Wembanyama we saw at the start of the season, which was already terrifying seeing what he did to the Mavs, is not the same Victor Wembanyama we're going to see in these playoffs. He's gotten better since then. Because if you compare his numbers from last year to this year, on the surface they look quite similar, but there are a few major differences. His free throws are up, and his field goal percentage is up. Last year, he was criticized for taking too many threes. Well, this year, he reduced that amount of threes, and he has lived in the paint. He has built more of a partnership with De'Aaron Fox, with Stephon Castle, with Dylan Harper. Not only is Wemby stronger, more physical, and better at getting to his spots, but he also has 3 guards that can help him do that. So long are the days from when Jeremy Sohan was being forced to try and feed him. Shout out Jeremy Sohan. I still love that guy, but that was not the same kind of basketball we are seeing right now. Last year, you could have made an argument that Wemby might struggle against that playoff physicality offensively. We saw it happen earlier this year against Phoenix when he had 9 points and they played super physical against him. Well, Just a few weeks ago, he also played Phoenix, instead having 34 and 12.
To checks the clock, dribbles, fades, and sends the Spurs to the playoffs with 1.1 second remaining.
We have seen that this version of Wemby offensively is different to the one we saw last year, and different to the one we even saw just.
And you know what's fucked up about all this? This nigga only 22. You from what done happened in the NBA since I've been watching, niggas don't get their prime till between 24 and 27. He's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get worse for niggas, bro. Like, he gonna start averaging 5 blocks a game, 15, 20 rebounds. Like, it's only gonna get worse. Wemby gonna be the greatest of all time if he do it right, bro. No injuries, 30, 40 minutes a game, bro. Playoffs, couple championships, bro. MVPs. Because he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year every year if he keep the blocks up, bro. He already going to get it. 2040, Wemby's the greatest of all time. If he played that long.
Just a few months ago. And that is scary as well. Not only are the Spurs a legit chance at winning a championship, but Wemby is on a trajectory that could be, well, I'm just going to leave it at that. It could be very special. Now, you know who else you should be watching? Brandon Pajemski. Not convinced? Well, click this video to find out why. Either way, have a great day.
That was a good video. 6-man, I fuck with that, John. Yeah, bro, but Wemby a special nigga, bro. I don't know how the fuck, I don't know what they feeding them niggas, and I don't even know where the fuck he from. But whatever they feeding them niggas, shit, keep doing this so we can get more niggas like Wemby in the NBA. This shit gonna be crazy. But yeah, bro, the Spurs can do something crazy, and they got a good ass roster to do it. All them niggas, majority of them can defend well. They tall. A lot of them can shoot, bro, consistently too. You know, they got Vassell and Champagnie. You know, these niggas crazy. Dylan Harper coming off the bench as a rookie doing his shit. Carter Bryant, he turned into a real defensive player. Like, this shit crazy, dog. The Spurs got I'll say the Spurs probably got the 3rd best young core ever. No, I'm guessing it. I'll say probably 5th best young core. OKC obviously up there because they won their championship and shit, but these young niggas in the NBA, man, they hooping. I wish Ja Morant just stuck to the program, man. Ja was supposed to be the one. 2022 is Ja Morant year, but shout out 6-man. I'm going to get up with y'all. I'm about to drop this shit and post this bitch right on the channel. Fuck it. But listen, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Seam6, aka Seam on the Bean. And we out, y'all. And like the fucking video, nigga. You know Freddy Krueger coming in your fucking dreams, pussy.